Hey guys, Peter Hurley here, and today I'm excited to talk about something that is very important to all of us as creators, and that is saving your images, saving your files, archiving them, and storing them. That is huge. I take a picture of a client, and that is a moment in time that will never be replicated. It means a lot to me. It's an event for somebody to get in front of my camera. I do not want those files going anywhere. I want them on lockdown. I want to be able to access them from anywhere I am on the planet. And I want to be able to do it at a moment's notice. And I want my retoucher to, and I want my assistant to be able to get in there. I'm running around all over this place, and I want to have access to my files all the time, and I don't want to worry about them. Well, guess what does that for me? My Synology. Oh my gosh, this thing came into my life. Now I've got network attached storage that I can go anywhere that I want, and I can have access to my files. That's cool. That's very cool. We're going to get into it. And if you're not saving your files properly, you could be in a world of mess if something goes down, if you have a problem, if you're not backing up properly. We're gonna do a proper backup. We're gonna lock your stuff down. We're gonna show you how it's done. And this is exciting. Here was my situation back in the day. I had these massive, external drives that everything would go into, and they'd sit on my desk. On occasion, I would be like, wait a minute, hold on. If somebody just walked in the studio and walked out with this, I'd be in trouble. So I started to replicate them and then bring them to my apartment, and then they sat in my apartment, but I had no access to them unless I went to my apartment. And it was all back and forth and just kind of crazy. And I went, I need a better solution. And then Synology came along. And now I have network attached storage. It's amazing. It goes into it. It goes up to the cloud. It's all set up to rock and roll right off the get-go. And I love it. And now these things are sitting here for some reason I'm unaware of. One of the things, as a creative artist, workflow is important, right? Also, our time is important. We're freelance artists. Time is money. I want to make sure that I'm using my time as efficiently as possible. I don't want to be stuck in here dealing with files or worried about files or figuring out how to get files to somebody on a weekend when I'm trying to spend the weekend with my kids. Do you? No, we don't want to do that kind of stuff. I have the ability to get my files to anyone, anywhere on this planet in a moment's notice because of Synology. And that's pretty darn cool. All right, guys, so this is what excites me the most, is that I've got my files on lockdown, they're safe, and I need an efficient workflow that works for me so a client can come in, I do the shoot, I edit the pictures, I get rid of the ones I don't want, the raw files remain in that folder, the person walks out the door and they're archived immediately through the Synology up to the cloud. I'm done, I can walk away. My retoucher needs something tomorrow, they know where to go get it. I don't even have to talk to them. Is that perfect or what? So I'm going to show you my system. This is a system that I developed on my own. I don't know if it's going to be good for you, if you even care, but let's show it to you, right? Because why? For me, I photograph people. I really only photograph people. I don't even take my camera out of the studio usually. So I'm photographing individuals or companies, but usually what I do is I do first name, last name, and then the date of the shoot. Date of the shoot is really important to me. I know my life, I have my calendar, I know where I was when I did something. I can always find somebody with their first name and last name. That's hugely important. I also want their contact information. I'm on a Mac, so I just set up a file, and I'm going to show you right now. And raw files, very important. Where are those raw files? How am I going to get to them? And are they going to be safe for years, for eternity, for however long that I need them? I shoot some pretty highfalutin people, and I want to make sure that I always have their files, whether it's for them or for my marketing purposes. If I shoot a celebrity that blew up, I've shot some people that have just started their careers and have blown up sky high. I want to make sure that I have those files and I don't lose them. So it's very simple, and it's all based on making sure that people come in and leave and they're already getting archived, so I don't have any mistakes. I do have other people in the studio. I know I don't want people touching my computer. I don't want people touching the Synology. I want to make sure everything's safe. Safety is key. And access, also accessing the files. So this is what I do. I go to my desktop. I have a sample folder that I keep locked on the desktop just because I don't want anybody messing with it. So I have a copy of that that's unlocked. I drag it into this. I always shoot to the center of my desktop. I don't know why. That's just where I like my current files to go when I'm photographing. I rename that folder. Let's say it's Joe Schmo, and the date, we're doing this on October 21st, 2019. I copy that, I open it, and then I have a capture folder within there, and I just name that the same thing because that's what I care most about are the raw files. So that's important. Then I got Joe's email, and it's just a folder. It doesn't take up much space to put Joe at schmo.com, whatever. I got Joe. and then Joe's phone number could be 212 whatever 33 whatever. I now have Joe's number, and then I've got a folder for JPEGs, for low-res JPEGs, and I've got a folder for my retouch files in here as well. So now that's on my desktop. I will shoot into that, and then you can see in this file, if I go new, I did not, well, get rid of Siri. Okay. Then as you can see, I can open up a new window, and here I've got, look at what I've got. I've got my Diskstation right here. So there she blows, and I will connect to the Diskstation. I will shoot the photographs, and I will put them in order of by year. I order by year, and I go by pictures. So I'm in my pictures folder. You can see in here I've got all these years, and I've got some other stuff that I have in there. But if I go to pictures 19, I go to headshots 19, I go to October 19, and I can just plop Joe Schmo right in there from the desktop into this folder, and I'm in business, and Joe Schmo is going to go in. I'm not going to put him in there because I didn't shoot the files yet, but he's going to be right in there and easily accessible. And how easy is this for my assistants, my retoucher, anybody who, for me to find? It's great. Let's say I'm at home. I'm not on my network. I go instantly into my browser, and I've got the same exact thing. Pictures 19, I'm inside the file station. I'm inside my, my Diskstation now. And I've got headshots 19, click on them, October 19, I'm good. And that's the way it goes. So I now have this for every year that I've shot digitally since 2004. And all those DVDs I was doing and all those old drives, I was able to get them into my Synology and up to the cloud and have safety. I'm pretty proud of the work that I've done and accomplished over the years. And I do not want to lose that stuff. And I want to go out and spend my weekend sailing or with my kids or whatever, and I don't want to worry about this, and this is here for me, and I can access it from my phone through the app if I need it. Right here I can get to my files, and I can also have my team get to my files, which is huge. One of my retouchers is in Mexico, and I don't want him to bug me. I want him to get his files when he's in Mexico. Piece of cake. I do it with Synology, guys. Obviously, the gear that we use as professional photographers is extremely important to us. It is important to me. I know it's important to you. The end process is the archival of our images. Synology has created an amazing tool for us to do just that. It gives us peace of mind. It gives us speed. It gets my workflow going. It allows me to just get the next person in and out right away. And that's what I love about my Synology. Piece of cake, guys. You got to go check out Synology. I think it's a total shebang.